Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. There's not really a plan in terms of what kind of look I want to do. I do have a new eyeshadow palette that I really want to try, so that was basically why I wanted to do this get ready with me. I have a few errands I need to run today. I thought it would be fun to just hang out and do makeup together. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel before we get into it. Come follow me on Instagram. Now that you've done all that stuff, we can get into the video. I'm gonna start off by moisturizing. I'm using this Ren Evercalm Daytime Moisturizer. I've really been liking this lately, especially just because I've been a little bit more dry. So I just like to, you know, dot it on, rub it all over my face. I got an espresso machine. I'm drinking like my own latte. It has changed my life. I'm so excited about my espresso machine. So I'm gonna try this new, it's a serum, but I'm gonna try using it as a primer. It's from Ren and it's their Perfect Canvas Serum. It says you apply it after moisturizer, you use 1 to 2 drops. I'm gonna try like 4 or 5 because that's how I roll. And this was supposed to like be a really nice makeup primer, so let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna like really press it into my skin. It actually feels really nice. It's kind of like almost tacky, so I kind of like that because I like a tackier base for my makeup. I'm gonna use a little bit of eye cream. This is the Blue Lotus 4-in-1 eye cream. Just gonna take a little bead of it like that. Typically when I do my makeup for every day, I do all the, you know, prep steps and really get my skin looking as good as I possibly can before I start wearing makeup. It's just whenever I do makeup tutorials, I kind of skip these steps just because I don't want you guys to have to watch like 40-minute long makeup tutorials. So I'm gonna use some of the Milk face gloss. I like using it as I actually really like the Milk face gloss as a lip balm. Super hydrating. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the high points of my face. Just on like the tops of my cheeks, because it makes that look extra dewy. So just like dot 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 that under there, and then around my mouth wherever I get a little bit more dry. Okay, let's prime eyes. I'm gonna be using the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow primer. Love this stuff. It keeps your eyeshadow on all day long. Also, if you guys can't tell by my voice, I'm getting sick. I mean, I'm not even getting sick. Like, we're beyond that. I am sick. So for foundation, I'm going to be mixing the Revlon Color Stay. This one's the normal to dry skin. And I wear the shade 330, which is natural tan, mixed with some of the Juice Beauty Phyto Pigments in shade number 1, which is illuminating. So I'm just going to squeeze that illuminator on the back of my hand. I'm gonna mix the two together on the back of my hand. I've never tried mixing these together, so hopefully this doesn't turn out really ugly on the skin. I used way too much foundation. Then I'm just gonna dot that all over my face. I used a little bit too much foundation. I squirted out a little too much product. My friend was sick this past weekend and she told me she was sick, but I didn't like remember, and I tried a sip of her drink when we were out to dinner, and I remember like touching the glass to my lips and being like, she's sick, why would you do this? And then I woke up the next morning feeling like crap, and I was like, I hope I'm not sick. And then I slowly, progressively have been getting more sick every day. Foundation looks really nice, you know, a lot less matte, just because with the Revlon Color Stay, it's satin, but it's, you know, more matte than I would like, and I do feel like you guys can see some light bouncing off my skin. That is also partly from the Milk face gloss as well. Now for concealer, I have talked with you guys about this concealer. It's the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. I have been so obsessed. I don't have as dark of a spray tan as I usually do, so I'm just gonna go in with the shade Honey, which is like the lighter shade that I typically wear. And I'll show you guys. I just like to kind of put it under the eyes in all the areas that I usually do. Oh my gosh, now that I'm looking at my eyes up close in the mirror, I see how bloodshot they are. I hate being sick. Now I still do like to let this concealer sink in like I do all the other concealers, just because I feel like it kind of gets nice and tacky. So I'm going to do my brows. This is the Benefit Brow Pencil, not pencil, pomade. And I'll use this. I actually have to go and pick up my driver's license today from the DMV because it got lost in the mail. So it got sent back to the DMV and they won't remail it to me. So I get to go to the DMV today. Woohoo. No, I really hate going to the DMV. It's so slow and it takes forever. Now I'm just going in with the Marc Jacobs Brow Wow pencil. I actually am almost out of the pencil itself, but I think I'm just gonna keep this spoolie because it's so tiny. Okay, so now you guys will get to see the concealer blended out. It's super full coverage. It's amazing for concealing pimples and dark spots, making you not look sick. I had really bad dark circles this morning when I first woke up. They've gotten better as the day's gone on because I've been drinking water and stuff, so I feel like they're not as bad, but this concealer is just like such a lifesaver because it really brightens everything up. Seriously, it blanks everything out. For eyeshadows, I am so excited. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette. Look at all these gorgeous colors. It's very like rosy, dreamy, romantic. They are each set up as trios. So as you guys can see, there is Love Eyes, Power Eyes, Happy Eyes, and Confident Eyes. So you get just kind of like a no-brainer setup so that it's a little bit easier to work. I'm just going in with a little bit of Nars Bronzer. This one is Seaside. Actually, no, I don't want to use this. I'm going to use my Givenchy bronzer and just pick that up. And that's going to be my transition shade. I feel like I really just want to do something that's slightly rosy but not too dramatic. I almost feel like sometimes during the daytime, if I'm like going out and doing regular things like, you know, going to the DMV, going to the post office, stuff like that, I don't like to wear super dramatic makeup because I don't like the attention that it gets. I feel like people just stare at you when you're wearing really dramatic, heavy makeup during the daytime. And it just makes me feel really self-conscious when I'm wearing a ton of makeup. Watch me just wear a ton of makeup in this video though. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here from Happy Eyes, that like middle kind of burnt red brown shade, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my eyelid and also kind of like blend it into the crease. Ooh, that's pretty. It's blending out really nice, and honestly I feel like this shadow shade would actually make such a nice blush. So maybe I'll try that in another video. I have a blush I want to use today, but I actually might try using this as a blush one day. Okay, now I'm actually going to take this shadow right here from that one right there from Love Eyes, and I'm going to blend that in the crease, kind of where the brown and that maroon shade meet, just because I want to make that slightly more soft. I'm actually debating between this shadow right here and then this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna take this deep purple shade and I'm gonna pop that kind of on the outer corner, just like lightly tap that right there. And I'm gonna pull it in the crease just a little bit. Then I'm gonna pull it into the crease just like this. Just like lightly tapping. I always like to play with products before I actually do a tutorial with them, because sometimes in the past I've done tutorials without playing with products first, and then it just doesn't go as planned and I'm like, okay, gotta scrap this whole entire video because like something looks bad or it just didn't look the way I thought it was gonna look. So I wanted to just kind of like play around with this palette before I do an actual tutorial on it with you guys. And I was like, why don't I just film it? Because this is what I would be doing even if I wasn't filming, you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna take a flat shader brush and I'm gonna use that shade right there. And I'm just gonna apply that on the eyelid. I feel like maybe if I just use my finger, that might be better. This is so much more sparkly than I thought it was gonna be. I was not anticipating this much sparkle, guys. Wow. I thought it was gonna be more of like a shimmer, but it's more like a glittery color. It's really pretty though. Can you imagine that if you apply that wet? I really want to intensify the outer corner, so I'm taking more of that matte purple shade and I'm really just gonna kind of layer that on back there just so we can get some added pigmentation. I am actually digging that sparkly shade so much. It's so pretty. I wish I was like going out. I'm just gonna blend it a little bit more. And then for the lower lash line, I wanna keep it pretty simple and not too crazy. So I think I'm just gonna do like a little bit of this bronze shade mixed with this purple shade so that I still kind of get those like rosy vibes, but it's not as intense. So I'm just gonna like lightly blend that under there. Oh my gosh, guys, these are so pretty. Like, look at that. That glitter is insane. I'm gonna powder the face. I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This one's in Radiant Light. And I'm just gonna like lightly tap this under the eyes, the T-zone, just wherever I'm gonna get a little bit more oily because I do plan on wearing this makeup for a few hours. And then this is the Seaside bronzer from Nars. I use these in a lot of videos and a lot of you said you kind of have a hard time getting it on your brush. The main thing that you want to do is use something that's like really dense, otherwise they don't pick up. So I like to use like really dense angled brushes or even dense blush brushes. You just have to have something that can like really push into the product. This one is a Sedona Lace 850 brush. Probably my favorite angled brush of all time. It's really nice and dense with kind of shorter bristles, so I really like that. I'm just gonna apply this Nars bronzer to kind of the center of my face. I'm gonna take it around my hairline, just like this. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, because I did mention in another video that I was gonna do that lash video, like on lash serums, and I am going to be doing it. I just want to test out one more serum for about a month just so that I can kind of, I'm dipping into the Givenchy bronzer by the way, just so that I can kind of gather my thoughts and so that I can include one more serum for you guys. But that is coming, so don't worry. That's a video that's in the archive and I'm working on it. Just haven't started filming it, but I'm like working on the serums that are going to be in the video. There's a brush here like up there. Got it out. So for blush, because I knew I was going to be using the what is that? The Charlotte Tilbury Rosy Berry Toned Charlotte Tilbury palette. I really wanted to use one of these Smashbox blushes, and this one is Rich Berry. So I wanted to mix Rich Berry with True Flush. So I'm just gonna apply that right to the apples of my cheeks. Hopefully I get like a really pretty custom. Oh my god, I love that. I am so excited that's fall, guys, because fall is my favorite time to start wearing berry tones. It just complements fall colors and clothes so beautifully. So I'm actually the most excited for like berry toned lipsticks, berry toned blush, and I guess now I'm really excited about berry toned eyes. I cannot get over this eyeshadow, guys. Look at this shade. So crazy. I'm gonna highlight with Benefit What's Up. So I've also been thinking about doing some sort of like lifestyle content. I don't really know like what kind of lifestyle content you guys want to see from me. So do you want to see lifestyle content? Is that something that you guys are interested in, or do you guys mainly just like the makeup videos? And this is one of my new favorite things to do, is take like a bronze coppery color. This is Lucky from Urban Decay. This looks so stunning in the waterline, especially if you have brown eyes. Coppery bronze will really just kind of like make your brown eyes sparkle. Sometimes after I curl my lashes, it takes off my eyeliner and I don't know where the sharpener is for that Urban Decay one, so I'm actually just going to use one from Milk. This is the shade Bonus, which is like a shimmery brown, and it's like a nice deep brown, so I'm actually just going to use this. Yeah, that's actually a little bit better. It's not as shimmery as the Urban Decay one, so I'm getting more definition, and I actually haven't used these eyeliners yet, so you guys get to see these for the first time with me. I really like that. Okay, you guys are gonna think I'm ridiculous, but I really have an extensive lash lineup right now. I like to start off with the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof. This one is like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like this is the blackest mascara I've ever used. Then I go in with Maybelline Full and Soft. Do people still do Vlogtober, like where you vlog? I don't think I could handle daily vlogging. I know for a fact I could not handle daily vlogging. It's way too much, and also your girl is not that interesting. Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara, which really gives a ton of length, and it really like separates all the lashes and makes them look like not as clumpy or spiky. And then lower lashes is the Essence Get Big Volume Mascara. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of this on top too, but I've really been liking this on the lower lashes because it just like plumps them up so much. And I don't really want my lower lashes to be too much longer because then they just look like a little bit too spidery on me. Sometimes I like that look, but not with, you know, a more smoky eye. I don't want them to be too spidery. This is the NYX Nude Truffle Lip Pencil. And as you guys can see, I'm just lining my lips. I've got a nice zit right there. It's this bite lipstick in a name that I'm not gonna say phonetically because I don't want to offend anyone. But I'm just gonna pop this just like lightly on the lips. I always like to kind of smudge it out, get a more like diffused, lighter look. This is the Maybelline Plumper Please Shaping Lip Duo. So basically this is the gloss, and then you also get the lipstick on this side. I do like the lipstick as well, but I just like the gloss better. This is the shade Tease Tease. And the gloss is actually way more intense than I thought it was gonna be, because usually drugstore lip plumpers are like for the birds. Like they're usually a joke. They don't actually give you like that tingle, that slight sting that really, you know, lets you know that the lips are being plumped. But this one, like you definitely get a sting and a tingle and a noticeable plump to the lips, because that's kind of what a lip plumper has to do. It has to essentially like irritate the shit out of your lips to get them to be more plump. And I feel like that one actually does do the job. Oh my god, I forgot to spray my face before I did my mascara, but I'm just gonna cover my eyes. I'm using the Smashbox coconut water. Oh, whatever. Hopefully that doesn't like completely ruin my face. Are there noticeable droplets on my face? I feel like there are. But at this point, it's like, whatever, I'm sick. Like, can I just have a pass if this makeup looks really crappy? Because I feel like crap. I hate being sick, especially just being like congested. It's the worst, where your head feels like a bowling ball because it's so heavy. That's basically how I feel right now. Ooh, guys, I can't raise my voice or I start coughing. I really like this palette. We'll definitely be using like more of these shades, and I'll try to do more of like a formal tutorial with it for you guys because I am so impressed with that glitter shade. Like, so yeah, I really like that palette and I just really wanted to try it on camera for you guys. Hopefully I don't look too crazy for the daytime. It is only noon, so I feel like this is a little bit too extreme for the daytime, but whatever. It's just I noticed that when I wear like crazy smoky dramatic looks, like if I go film a tutorial and then I go get coffee or like run to the grocery store really quick, people are like, why are you like that right now? And I'm like, I don't know, I film makeup tutorials, stop staring at me. Totally random thought train, but I've actually been thinking about cutting my hair. One of my closest friends, she had really long hair too, and she recently just got a lob, and every time I see her, I'm like so in love. And then another one of my friends got a lob, and like just my friends are getting lobs, and so I'm like, it's kind of tempting me. I have like my friends who actually have cut their hair and they're like, do it, do it, do it. But then my friends who still have long hair, they're like, don't do it, you'll regret it. But I feel like I've had long hair for, am I still in focus? Yeah, I am. I feel like I've had long hair for such a long time now that I'm thinking about cutting it to like here. And I'm kind of wanting to cut it to like medium length. But I also think that if I cut it, then that'd be really fun because it'd be a switch up on my channel, like it'd be a switch up on my look, and I could do some like medium length hairstyling tutorials and stuff, so I think it could be fun. I'm really debating it. I'm honestly really thinking hard about scheduling a hair appointment next week because I'm kind of in contact with a hairdresser and I'm thinking about doing this. And I've never really trusted anyone to cut my hair in the past few years. I always cut my own hair, or I'll have like my friend cut it and I'll be like, just do it in a straight line, it's fine, whatever. But I'm thinking I'm gonna like trust a stylist for the first time ever, which is kind of crazy because I usually don't trust hairstylists. I still will probably color my own hair from now on until I find somebody who I really trust, but I'm thinking about letting somebody cut my hair, which is crazy. Other than that, guys, I really do need to get going. I need to go to the DMV, and I was planning on being there earlier so I could beat everybody else who's going during like their lunch hour, but I really need to get that out of the way because I've got to do a couple other things today. So if you have any questions about anything I used, just leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you. I'll have all the products linked and listed in the description box down below for you guys. And come follow me on Instagram. But other than that, subscribe to my channel if you didn't earlier. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Hopefully my voice wasn't unbearable to listen to in this video because I feel like I sound really nasally and congested. I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye!